freedom. I could see.
The one guy that I met this year, he was 76 and he was traveling for last 52 years.
I lost confidence.
Oh, please do. Okay. So,
I don't think I'm there.
I think you are here. Move your hand, please.
It's that far away. The side of my head is probably...
Yeah, it has a very wide angle. I think I'm not there.
No, you're not.
But
there.
never mind.
And you know what is funny? A couple of days ago, I just decided that I need to take interview from people on couch surfing.
Interview on couchsurfing?
From people on the couch, from the couch surfing people.
So you wanted to take or they wanted to take?
I want to interview people on my
Let's start.
Instagram page.
I can give you this video. You can ask me whatever you want to ask me. So interview about what? Like about couchsurfing related or just people related? Like about themselves or?
What drives people to travel that crazy? And what drives people to go on to put themselves in this challenging situation? You know, they're like this guy, 2 rucksacks, nearly dead in wild nature, and on the next day he's back again. So what drives him? Because he was in dangerous situation.
Yes. This particular guy that you're telling me about is a little extreme. But again, I would say this. What our or mine or your crazy is someone else's normal. Like whatever is for you and me is something that's crazy. It could be a very normal thing for the other person. For example, for you and me, it could be crazy to hitchhike from one place to another. I know people who have been hitchhiking from Europe to India to my home.
That lady, that's Bulgarian. She was traveling through Europe.
Yeah.
Woman.
Yeah. So similarly, what you are doing in your life is possibly crazy for someone else who's living away or doing something else. Like moving away from this place to another, setting up a life, starting this, creating a life, all those things. So it's the perspective. Like what you see as crazy is your perspective.
What I'm curious as well, freedom. I could see how they're different because the majority of people, especially who I lately communicate with, they want to have in control, everything under control. I want to know what I'm doing tomorrow. I think in other words, being in the present moment. That's what majority of normal people don't do. They want to have a plan. They want to know what is tomorrow. They want to know if I have enough for tomorrow, if I have enough for travel, if my hotel's booked. And if hotels is not booked, they're not going anywhere. And these people from couch surfing, often no money, no freaking return ticket, no place to sleep. And they're still going like crazy somewhere from country to country.
Maybe it's the priority, right? If some people are traveling, for them priority is comfort. Maybe for them that travel means relaxation, right? They have been working hard for the 6 months and now they need a break where they want to go to a sauna, spa, sleep, go out, eat something nice, go for a small walk to the market, come back, relax. For some people it would be like their life. For them, the travel is about excitement. And the excitement could come from hitchhiking, it could come from couch surfing, it could come from, I don't know, cooking something new with someone new that you just met, or just sitting and talking stuff like this.
When I went to Singapore, we had kind of agreement, on the water written agreement, with a friend of mine, that we will do some sort of business. And didn't really work out.
Okay.
Because we didn't meet each other expectations.
Okay.
Now I don't have a friend. So, and in that case, I started to think, why did they go? without any proper agreement, because some of the girls said, okay, what are you going to do there? How much you going to earn? What? And I'm like, I have no idea, and I just don't want to know this. I said, I just tried. What could I lose? Nothing. If it's working, it's working. If it doesn't work, I go back home. That's exactly what happened. But it was very challenging because I realized we've been on two different levels of awareness, how the world exists. She was, I don't want to say that I'm such higher, but she was definitely less understanding, and she was telling me, you should do that, you should listen, you shut up, you do. And for 2 months of her doing this, I lost confidence, but I think I become angry and realize who I am, or who I don't want to be, definitely. Listening to somebody or be around somebody. And I said to her at the end, I said, you know what, I think we need to find more people and be with people and with the women, especially we were talking about women community. I said, to be with the women who will fix your crown. Because she wasn't fixed in mine, she was just like killing it. I missed the point what we were talking community. And then when I was talking with people from couchsurfing or people who I'm communicating from my community of channelers, that's where I feel like nobody judging me. Nobody's saying you're wrong, you're doing wrong this, how can you do this, why are you so stupid? Why? Because they're different. It's very different, and I could see I feel much more belonging to that people. And then when I actually had a consultation with the girl who was my teacher, and I asked her, why did I go to somewhere without really thinking how I'm going, why I'm going? And you know what she said to me? Do you aware of it or not? And every day we're gathering some energy. Our soul need to get some energies. And when we could get energy by writing. There is like a thing to write every single day, energy of each day. And when you're writing, you kind of like gather energy. But she said you could travel as well. So you gather energy even from country you flying above. Not only, by walking, but by walking, you gather much more. So now I understand this crazy guy. His soul is craving something. But I think these people, majority of them, if I'm thinking about what all soul want evolution. And these people who are travelers, I think they are in the really last stages of their life. A lot of the time they don't have families. They are single people, so they're free. So the soul goes into the body, doesn't give them children or families, so they could gather everything what they need in order to go on a level where they're not coming back to the human bodies. Because that girl from Bulgaria, she's saying, this is my last life here. So she's saying, I'm not going back anymore here, so this is my last. And now it makes me sense. If you're going on the last experience of being in the earth, she needs to get everything, whatever she didn't collect during her last reincarnations.
Very interesting perspective. But what if the only for just one part that you said that they are usually single, they don't have kids and so on. What if the fact that they are craving for is for a time duration? Like for me, for example, that I don't have
For what?
for like a small time duration. So
What does it mean?
So maybe they are craving for this when they are in 20s or in 30s. But there will be a moment also for them that they want to experience everything that they can experience in one life. So which would be childhood, being raised by their family and parents, bond with them, friends, working, and then bond with a life partner, having kids, becoming a parent, raising another child. So maybe they want to experience everything. In that, there is also a portion where they want to experience different cultures, travels, places, and so on. And when they are discovering this part, maybe they enjoy it more, that they increase the time duration for this. From, let's say, for an average person, it's going to be 6 months in his whole lifetime. They increase this from 6 months for traveling for 6 months to 5 years, 10 years, maybe longer. But that doesn't mean that they don't want to experience the other parts of it.
No,
even if they might have the last soul journey in this world, maybe they want to experience it, but they enjoy another part of it more, so they stay in that zone a bit more.
It really depends on what the soul gathered for the previous lives.
But I see this from the perspective that all the travelers that you have met or I have met,
I met not a lot.
Okay, I have met a lot of them.
Yeah,
I have met thousands of them. And for me, all of them belonged, except for 2 or 3 that I'll just tell you about, they all belong from the age group of 20s or 30s.
Okay.
The one guy that I met this year, he was 76 and he was traveling for last 52 years.
Wow.
Yeah, he was German guy and he was just like full of crazy stories and smuggling in 70s and like crazy level of stories. But another point. But beyond that, I see most of the people who reach a certain age, they change their preference. So you can also get bored of traveling. It's not that you cannot get bored. I could also get bored of traveling after a while. So I'm expecting that there would be a change of mindset, and then you will start to be like, okay, now I want to be at one place. Maybe I want kids. Maybe I want family. Maybe I don't want that. Maybe I want to become a farmer. So it's true that you gain this experiences while traveling, this energy from people. Like I'm gaining energy from you by this conversation. And similarly, I can do this from this place, from your home. And eventually, this will change me a bit. This experience, this memory will change me a bit.
Yeah.
And then the combination of this, I'll be a changed person in a few years.
Yeah.
And maybe I will switch my priorities. I will switch it to...
Maybe.
Yeah. But
maybe not.
Maybe not also. But I sense it higher possible for me, at least for me, to change it. Because I enjoy it a lot. This is the only thing I enjoy the most after chai. Traveling, yeah. This is like the crazy experience for me. Like, especially the fascinating part of, like I said, like I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's going to happen. The people I'm going to meet, the conversation I'm going to have, everything is unexpected, which is the high that I get.